Before the new mech, the Emancipator, is going to be available, now's the time to reminisce on the patriotic exosuit we all enjoyed in the initial journey that started our love for Helldivers 2. It's rarely seen now on the battlefield, and when we do see it, it's mostly on Terminid infested worlds. But does that mean it was deemed useless against automatons? Let's test it out and truly find out if the patriotic exosuit should be added to your stratagem list on Automaton World. Firstly, let's note that the pelican that drops the patriotic exosuit does great damage. And I mean, it can really light up the area you're setting up your suit in. Now, most of us, Helldivers, place our mechs out of combat to stop them from being immediately destroyed. But is that really the best strategy now that we know this trick? The patriotic exosuit machine guns also do great damage against many of the automaton forces, including the shield devastators, which is a great find because you can literally blast through these units for your team. The rockets, on the other hand, are a bit more difficult to use and aim, which I believe was the main reason that most of us didn't even try using the patriotic exosuit more often. Well, that and the limited use of only 2 mechs per game. Please let us have unlimited mechs just on cooldown like it was in the early game, thank you devs. But the rockets can plug bot fabricators and destroy tanks, hulks, and even factory striders, but those are a bit more difficult to do, so I decided in this clip, and in the future, to mob clear so my teammates would be able to close in and finish off large targets while I held the aggro and blasted away. Crazy enough, the mech actually can tank a decent amount of damage from the automaton forces, which was a bit of a surprise as I expected to die very quickly, very consistently in the mech. But I was pleasantly surprised at how, most of the time, I was able to use all my ammunitions before getting obliterated. Well, at least when I wasn't killed by my teammates' friendly fire, of course. A great synergistic stratagem to use with the mech would be the deployable shield, and due to its fast cooldowns, you really get a lot of bang for your buck on this one. In conclusion, I would actually say that the mech suit was a very viable option on the automaton maps, surprisingly so, and could further be quote-unquote buffed with the deployable shield, to not only take aggro for teammates, but also dish out heavy and consistent damage for your fellow troops. Being able to walk across open areas while tanking a lot of machine gun fire was also a large plus. I am not sure why people are so afraid of using this mech, but I'm excited to see how the new and improved mech will perform. Just don't forget that the patriotic exosuit was, and always will be, useful.